You've probably heard people talk about Kegel exercises, but how do you actually do them? And today I'm going to walk you through Kegel exercises specifically for men. Yes, that's right. They're not just for women. If you've ever been curious about how to gain better bladder control, support your prostate health, or even boost your performance in the bedroom, you're in the right place. In this session, we'll cover what Kegels are, why research supports them, who benefits the most, and who should avoid them. Plus, I've invited a pelvic floor physical therapist, Leckie, to show you step by step how to perform them correctly. So, what exactly are Kegel exercises? Imagine your pelvic floor as a hammock or bowl-shaped group of muscles stretching from the tailbone to the pubic bone. These include the pubicoccygeuses or PC muscles, which help support the bladder, prostate, and rectum. They play a vital role in urination, bowel control, sexual function, and even core stability. Kegels are exercises designed to strengthen this group of muscles. Named after Dr. Arnold Kegel, who first introduced them back in 1948, they're a type of pelvic floor muscle training. While they were initially developed to help women with urinary leakage after childbirth, they're just as useful for men. Why? Because in men, aging, diabetes, prostate surgery, and other factors can weaken these muscles, causing urinary leakage or sexual issues. Now, what does the science say? In 2005, a randomized controlled trial studied 55 men with erectile dysfunction. One group did pelvic floor exercises with biofeedback, which uses sensors to track the strength of contractions, while the other group just received lifestyle advice. After 3 months, the men who did the exercises showed much greater improvement in erectile function, and after 6 months, about 40% of them regained normal function. They also noticed less void dribble, that annoying leakage right after urinating. The limitation: around 40% of participants dropped out, which reminds us that consistency is critical. Like any exercise routine, if you don't stick with it, results don't come. Another review from 2019, led by Myers and Smith, looked at 10 studies and found consistent evidence that Kegels improved erectile dysfunction and premature ejaculation. In fact, some trials reported cure rates as high as 47% when combined with biofeedback or muscle stimulation. One study showed that more than half of men completely resolved their premature ejaculation, while another saw average ejaculation time jump from 8 seconds to 146, 2 seconds. Kegels are also commonly recommended after prostate removal surgery, prostatectomy. Many men experience leakage when coughing, sneezing, or lifting afterward. Research shows these exercises help reduce leakage, especially when guided by a pelvic floor physical therapist. Like having a personal trainer for your pelvic floor. And although there isn't much research, some men report stronger orgasms too, because pelvic floor contractions during climax may become more powerful. So, who are Kegels for? Men with erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, urinary leakage, or issues after prostate surgery. But who should avoid them? If you may have pelvic floor dysfunction, hold off. Signs include chronic pelvic or genital pain, pain with orgasm, erection, or ejaculation, frequent urination, constipation, or urinary urgency. Also, wait until your doctor clears you if you've recently had surgery or a urinary tract infection. Now let me introduce Leckie, a pelvic floor physical therapist, to show you exactly how to do them. Hi, I'm Eric. I work with men to improve pelvic floor strength, eliminate leakage, and improve erections. The first step is knowing what muscles you're working. Your pelvic floor muscles sit in the area between your scrotum and anus, called the perineum. This is the zone you'll want to focus on. Here's how I coach men to feel the contraction. Sit on the edge of a chair so your penis and scrotum are free, and only your sit bones are resting on the chair. Take 2 fingers from your dominant hand, lift your scrotum gently, and place those fingers on your perineum. Don't press too hard, just rest them there. Now relax. Take a deep breath in and exhale fully. You should feel either a slight tightening or a bulge under your fingertips when the pelvic floor contracts. If you feel movement, that's success. If not, don't worry. It takes practice. A simple mental trick helps. Imagine you're urinating and suddenly stop the flow. That's a pelvic floor contraction. Breathe in, breathe out, then imagine stopping urine midstream. Flick it on, then release. Another visualization I like is imagining walking into freezing cold water. As soon as the cold hits your genitals, it feels like everything pulls up toward your stomach. That's the contraction you're aiming for. Think, lift your nuts to your guts. Dr. Malik also shares another cue. Imagine lifting your penis without touching it or holding in gas. But avoid squeezing your buttocks or abs. Focus only on the pelvic floor. Start by practicing while lying down, then progress to sitting and eventually standing. When beginning, do short, quick contractions rather than long holds. For example, aim for 10 on-off contractions, resting between each one. Think of it like flicking a light switch on and off. That's one set. Try 10 reps in the morning, 10 in the afternoon, and 10 in the evening. A total of 30 reps a day. As you get stronger and can feel the contraction and release clearly, you'll be ready to progress to longer holds and more advanced exercises. Remember, this takes patience. If you try to force it or rush, you may just tense up, which works against you. The key is quality over quantity. Keep your fingers on your perineum at first to confirm you're working the right muscles. Over time, you'll notice the strength improving, and with it, your bladder control and sexual function. It can be frustrating at the start, but give yourself time and grace. Consistency is what matters most. Just a few minutes every day, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. It's completely free. And as always, take care of yourself because you're worth it.